Hello everybody, welcome on in to the stream. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for coming by. Today is a very interesting and different stream. I don't do a lot of streams on YouTube, but today is something that I wanted to do. It's something that I have been kind of ignoring for a while, and that is basically answering some of your questions. I actually put it out on YouTube's community, on Instagram, and places like that about questions that you guys must have for me or might have for me, and I would love to answer that. Some people have given some questions, and if you guys, anybody who's watching right now, if anybody has any more questions or whatever about maybe video games, maybe content creation, about the channel, anything related to gaming, obviously, if you have any of those questions, I would love to know, and I would love to answer those. It's something really cool, and also I'll be playing WWE 2K22. It's already out. It's been out since afternoon my time, or maybe morning, I don't really know, but I downloaded it in afternoon. It's been out, and I did play a little bit of it, which is pretty cool. The servers are down, which is kind of unfortunate, but I did play a couple of matches, and I really enjoyed those matches. It was very fun playing it. I think more fun playing the matches in 2K22 than it was in 2K19. So I actually like the way the game is. So that's that, and we'll be talking about more games that I've been playing a lot of other games as well. Recently I played Martha is Dead, which was an interesting game, and I reviewed it. Also I played Dying Light 2 earlier. I was playing that game for the entire month, so that was going on for a good amount of time, but both of these games were pretty good. However, hold on. However, it is not as something that I expected. It's an alright game, Dying Light 2, and I still did enjoy the game. It was not bad. However, it was just there's some things lacking. I think the story was lacking or something like that, and it wasn't the very best. However, it still is a good game. Maybe not a game that I would highly recommend buying straight away. It's a game that I would say wait for the sales and then probably get it, something like that. So it's one of those games. But yeah, I still enjoyed them, and I actually already made a review video of it as well. So if you haven't already, you can check that out on my YouTube channel, obviously. More reviews videos will be coming up. Obviously, WWE 2K22 is out, so I'll be doing a review of it hopefully soon. I'm not so sure when, but if I can play everything, there's my Rise, there's my GM mode. Those are the two biggest things I need to play, and then also the normal stuff, the universe mode and all that stuff. So I need to play those to give or to make a review video out of it. But right now the game so far runs very smoothly, so far is very good, so I actually like how it all is going. Yeah, again, anybody who's joining in, thank you so much guys for being here. I appreciate it. If you guys want to ask any questions, you can go ahead and feel free to do so. And yes, I would be in a while I'll be going into the game as well of WWE 2K22. Again, the game is on PC, PlayStation 4, PlayStation 5, Xbox, all the platforms except Nintendo, obviously, and it's pretty good. The requirements are very normal, not so much. The recommended is GTX 1070 which is recommended, which is very crazy for me. So if you have, I think a decent PC will be able to play the game, which is pretty good. But the game does have some issues. The game has crashed once for me already. When I hit the recording button in GeForce, the game crashed for some reason. I don't know why. It just crashed. It just closed. So the game has some issues, definitely. But I hope there's more updates to the game that they can fix. We will see about that. But yeah. Sorry about this. But yes, right now, not so many games that I'm going to play. Although there is one game that's coming later this month, and that is going to be Ghostwire Tokyo. It's a game that I'm looking forward to it, so I'm looking forward to see how that game is. But I am not so sure if I'll be getting that game because it's too many games. I already bought WWE 2K22, which took 3K. Jesus Christ. Shubham, man, how is it going? Did you finish Zero Dawn? I have not finished Zero Dawn. I am still on the process of playing it. The problem is that I do have the game. I have played, I think, close to 10 hours of the game. I just haven't finished. I haven't continued since January. I was playing that game mid-January because I wanted to play that game, finish it, and play Forbidden West, but I could not do it because I am so much busy with video editing and all that stuff, so I could not finish the game. I still am. I haven't touched it yet, but I will definitely would love to do that more. give myself some more time to play that game. I think this weekend, tomorrow and day after, I'll be playing more of that. So yeah. Ryzen, I'm the law and I have some questions for you. Let me check my notes. Speaking of that, I'm gonna actually answer some of the questions that you guys actually gave. But before you do that, did you not like? No. It's not about. I didn't. Okay. I have mixed feelings about the game, and the game is pretty good. However, the problem is that I don't know. I think the initial stages of the game were okay, but after that, I think I was not so interested in the game to continue it. Obviously, there were other games that came around. That was like games like Sifu came around, and I was like, I need to play that game. So it's always says some game that kind of covers or overlaps or it kind of like takes away my interest from a previous game. So Sifu was a game that I wanted to play. By the time I played Sifu, Dying Light 2 came out. So I was like, let me check out Dying Light 2 and see how it is. Because it was a new game. I'm very much into new games. Sometimes I am, sometimes I'm not. But these two games I wanted to try out. Sifu I definitely wanted to. Dying Light 2 I just wanted to try out. So I never got into Zero Dawn. And Zero Dawn I was playing. Although I was having a difficulty with my controller. I have this controller. I was having a difficulty. And I'm playing on PlayStation. So the controller automatically would move the camera up and down, which was insane. So I got a new controller, which fixed things. But I bought this new controller on February sometime. I just haven't got it back into it. I will actually get back into it. I wanna go and explore the world and see how the game is. I know it's not everybody's game kind of, because it's kind of RPG and open world and maybe not for everybody, but I would still like to give it a try. Why Horizon always gets beaten by Japanese devs? Why Horizon always get beaten by Japanese devs? What do you mean by that? Excuse me? What are you trying to say? I have no idea what you just said. But again, I'm just gonna go ahead and I have written down the questions that some of you guys have asked. And oh my god, I almost opened Spotify. Okay. So let me go through one by one. I think the first question I'm gonna answer is from Mugiwara from Instagram. He actually asked about the games which will be coming soon and which are you excited for playing. Basically, as like what games are coming soon and which of those games am I excited to play. So for me, I think the upcoming games that I'm excited to play are, I think, Ghostwire Tokyo. I was talking about earlier. Ghostwire Tokyo is a game I wanted to play. It's a game that I have not been waiting, but I actually the first reveal trailer that came out for Ghostwire Tokyo, I liked it. It was pretty spooky. Then we came to know it's not a spooky game exactly. But then when more trailers came out, gameplay trailers and everything, I think then my interest peaked. I think that's when I was like, oh, this looks pretty good. So now I'm looking forward to that game. I'm not super excited. I don't think so there's any game right now that I'm super excited, except maybe God of War Ragnarok. I'm very much excited for that game. That's coming this year. So, but I am looking forward to playing Ghostwire Tokyo. Of course, God of War Ragnarok is one. Also, I think maybe in some ways Forspoken is another game I'm looking forward to. Gotham Knights is another game that I'm looking forward to. I'm not so excited about these three games, except God of War Ragnarok is like excitement level way high. All the other games are like somewhere in the average, like Gotham Knights or Forspoken, Ghostwire Tokyo. They're like all somewhere below, but God of War Ragnarok is way up there. So I'm looking forward to that game. Obviously, I don't know if that game is releasing. Should be releasing this year if PlayStation has a state of play. I don't know. We'll see about that. First Horizon gets overshadowed by Breath of the Wild. Breath of the Life? And now Forbidden West gets overshadowed by Elden Ring. Yeah. It was overshadowed by Breath of the Wild, yeah. And Forbidden West is kind of, I guess so. I mean, no, not exactly in a way, because Elden Ring is a very different game than Forbidden West. It is. A lot of people are playing Elden Ring, but I don't think so it's overshadowing. Like, there's a lot of similarity between Zero Dawn and Breath of the Wild. There's a lot of similarities between those two games. But between Horizon Forbidden West and Elden Ring, yeah, it's open world. I think that's the only similarity I would find. And some RPG elements maybe, but other than that, I don't think so there's any similarity in the game. It's very different. You have much more different storylines that's going, side quests and stuff like that. I feel it's a lot different than that of Elden Ring. Elden Ring curates to a different player base, whereas Zero Dawn curates to a different player base. That's what I feel like. So it's not overshadowing, but I feel like it's all right. Yeah, the hype is there obviously for Elden Ring, but it's okay. A lot of people are still playing Forbidden West, which is actually nice. It's one of those games which is again only in PlayStation, so that might be a reason as well, because Elden Ring is also on PC and all that. So that might be another reason, but I don't see that the game is kind of overshadowing. But anyway, moving along to the next game is actually asked by you, Ryzen. I'm not gonna tell my age because I know why you're asking about my age. You have to guess it. But you asked about my favorite game or favorite developer. I'll probably say about favorite game. I think my favorite game, as I believe a lot of people know, my favorite game would be Last of Us. It's my favorite game, or franchise or whatever. I think I like Last of Us Part 2 a little bit more than Last of Us. And it's just one of those games that I really love. I adore that game. That game really, it's funny because I watched a playthrough of that game on YouTube when the game was out for 2 years, the first game. I watched a YouTube video. I watched a walkthrough, 60 parts of it every single day. It was like my binge watch thing, and I loved the game by just watching it. So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna get a PlayStation someday, play Last of Us. And when Last of Us Part 2 was about to come out, I remember in 2020, I was like, I need to get a PlayStation 4, man. And I got PlayStation 4 in February of that year so that I can play Last of Us Part 2. I got the PlayStation. I bought Last of Us. Even though I know everything about the game, I bought Last of Us. I played it myself from start to end. And then I played Last of Us Part 2. So, you know, I've played that game a lot of times. Not Last of Us Part 2. I've not played that game a lot of times, but I would love to play more. Although the game is a lot longer than I would like to, but you know, I still love that game. That game has really amazing storytelling, in my opinion. A lot of people don't like Last of Us Part 2 story, but that's on them. I love the story. It's one of the most fascinating stories, in my opinion, that I've played. And so I like that. It's one of my favorite games. It's not one. I think it's gonna be it is my favorite game. It's not one. For favorite developer, it's very hard to say. I like the work of Kojima. Obviously, he does great stuff. But there's a lot of developers. There's a lot of good developers out there. I don't know the name of this one, but stuff that Remedy puts out is pretty cool. And even Naughty Dog, you know, Neil Druckmann is doing some good job. I love his Uncharted 4 and Last of Us Part 2, obviously. And I actually do not remember many of the developers' names. But yeah, I do love their work. It's like if they're doing it pretty good. Obviously, Santa Monica Studios. Those guys, they also do very good stuff. So, you know, the PlayStation, first-party PlayStation titles have done some good stuff as well. So, I like looking forward to those games. I'm speaking of like Remedy, I'm looking forward to Alan Wake 2 so much. Zero Dawn is better if you keep on playing it. Yeah, I guess so. A lot of people have told me that it gets better once you keep on playing it, and I'm not disagreeing on anything. Maybe I'll start playing again. As I said, I probably will start playing, or not start playing, or continue playing tomorrow. Sometime, maybe not today. I'll be doing more WWE 2K22, but tomorrow I'll definitely be doing that. That's something that I'm very much want to continue. So I will most probably do that. Let's go to the next question. So next question is actually asked by Akshat. He asked that what motivates me the most. Jesus Christ. He asks what motivates me the most. In terms of motivation, now I'm one of those guys who loves making content, and I have been making content for a while. It's been, I think, close to, if I take like a full scale, if I take a look at what I've done over the years, I think it's been 5 years or 6 years since I've been making content. I have now been able to, you know, pinpoint what I really want to make. All those years was just like trial and error and trying to find out what I really want. And now I know what I want to create, finally. It took me a lot of time, but my motivation has always been like, you know, I think just sharing my opinion about video games. That's probably my biggest opinion that I wanna. The reason why I do videos is I just wanna share my opinions and share it in a way that people might enjoy. I share it in a way that people don't get bored by it, or at least have fun watching it. You know, that's kind of what I always have in mind. But I really love talking about games. It's one of those things that I do. I really love about talking about any game that I played. I want to just talk about it. It's pretty cool, especially if somebody who has also played the game. Talking with them is even more fun. But just giving my opinions is one of those reasons why I really wanted to make videos. I think it's one of those things that never stopped. And that has been happening for a good amount of time. And there's a lot of things I also do. Like I do fan arts, I do video editing, and all that stuff. Always, all those stuffs, the inspirations and all those things comes from others people creativity. So like people who do fan arts, when I take a look at their fan arts, I'm like, dude, I want to make that. It gives me inspiration. Or if I take a look at somebody's edits, somebody video editing, or somebody like a trailer, if I see a trailer, a game trailer that gives me like goosebumps and motivates me to play a game, watch a movie, I want to make a trailer like that, which motivates people or just like gives a feeling to somebody when they're watching it. So that motivates me in terms of video editing. And creativity is in general is just by looking at others. So it's very in a creative process. The inspiration I get is from taking a look at other creators who create stuff. As far as videos are concerned, it's just me just loving to give my opinions about video games and all that stuff. I like Last of Us 2. Can't say any. Well, I cannot speak. I like Last of Us Part 2. Can't say everywhere because I can get cancelled for that. Okay, I see. I get it. I was like, you did not like every part of Last of Us Part 2. I understand. See, I don't mind. I have told to a lot of people that I love Last of Us Part 2. And the moment somebody says like, you know what, the game has so many issues, blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, I don't care. It's my opinion. If you don't like it, it's much better that you talk about a game that you like than talking about a game that you don't. I'm like, if you have your opinions, I'm alright. You have your opinions. I don't care at this point. I was very much angry when the game came out after a good while, like in November, October. So much hate was around that game, and I was like, I cannot go to Twitter and all that stuff. So yeah, a lot of people had their opinions, and I'm like, cool, you have your opinions, not an issue. But I think nobody will deny that The Last of Us Part 2's gameplay was top notch. The animations were great, much better. I think that's a place where the game was great for everybody. The story was where people had opinions, but yeah, there's that. I also bought PS4 1 month before the release of Last of Us Part. I finished Last of Us Part 1 in May and instantly pre-ordered the sequel. I love the game. Hey, that's pretty nice. I like it. That's pretty good. Yeah, I love Last of Us Part 1, Part 2 both. I think as I said, I love Last of Us Part 2 a little bit more than Part 1. Nothing to I cannot pinpoint. Maybe the story was much more darker in Last of Us Part 2, that's why. Maybe the story was longer, maybe there was more emotional touch to that game than Last of Us Part 1. But I still do like Last of Us Part 1. There's some places where I like it more than Last of Us Part 2. So it's kind of like both are a winner for me. And I am so happy that game won Game of the Year in various places. A lot of people like, this game won. I'm like, yeah, it won. What the fuck? Like, does it really matter what game wins Game of the Year? Play the game if you want to play the game. But yes, the reason I bought PlayStation was because of Last of Us. Because of games like Last of Us Part 2 and also God of War. I really wanted to play that game. Or Spider-Man. Spider-Man was another major reason I wanted to get PlayStation. Because like, I need to play Spider-Man. He's my favorite character. I need to play him. That sounds weird, but that is one of the reasons why I wanted to get PlayStation. I got it. It's pretty good. I played Spider-Man, Marvel Spider-Man, Miles Morales. I'm excited for Marvel Spider-Man 2. I love Todd Howard and Peter Molyneux. Both are good. God of Lies. And maybe Todd Howard will be able to make good Starfield. You know, you never know. I don't know. Maybe it's gonna be a good one. We'll have to wait. It's coming out in November. We'll have to wait. I don't know if the game. There's nothing been talked about the game at all. So I don't know where Starfield is. Maybe it's in a good state. Maybe it's gonna be delayed. You never know. Phil Spencer, I think, one point in time was talking about how the game is going very good in development. So I don't know. We'll see about that. I do not remember the name Peter. I only know one Peter. Just kidding. Yeah, that's all about my motivation, Last of Us, and all that stuff. Now I'm gonna come up to some of the questions that some of you guys asked in the YouTube comment section, kind of thing. Shubham had the comment as well, and he asked about my top 3 games of all time. I think Ryzen already asked about the favorite game, and I think the number 1 spot would be Last of Us. Anyway, And I would take it as Last of Us franchise because I love both the games, and both the games will be my number one. But my number two, it's very hard. But I would keep. I don't know number two, man. It's very hard to say. The second favorite game. Wow, actually, it's gonna be a long time. I have a hard time figuring out what is my favorite game. I like a lot of games. It's very hard to remember which ones. I think the one game that I really, really, really enjoyed and adored was the game that I played in school, I guess. It was Prince of Persia 2 Thrones. I really liked that game. That game is one, or I will take that as my second favorite game or whatever. Prince of Persia 2 Thrones was really good. That's my first Prince of Persia game that I completed from A to Z. I would not complete a lot of games. That was my first game that I completed. Literally first game that I completed. And 2 Thrones was it, and I love that. The story was very good, the combat was very good, the boss battle was very good. So really love that game. The third game that I really love is Death Stranding. What a game! I absolutely adore that game. Intense story, very interesting gameplay. I actually enjoyed the gameplay a lot. A lot of people did not. They were very bored by what's happening in the world, and you just walk. Even though it is more walking, but there's a lot of things that I really loved about the game. You do walk a lot. You do have some frustrations. I have some frustrations in the game, but I think overall, as I see like how you do these missions, you deliver these things, and you have these boss, but it's pretty good. I really liked, especially the story was insanely good. I really enjoyed it. So those are my top 3 games, and yeah, you were right about Gotham Knight getting an early release date. I'm not so sure Gotham Knight is getting it's not really getting an early release date. So there was I did make a news video about Gotham Knight getting an early release, and it was a store, a normal random store in the world. I think it was from Italy or something, who mentioned that 24th April was it, and the game is not coming out then. The game is coming out on what, October 31st or something like that. I think so. It's coming sometime in October, which is what they actually announced. So let me see. Is it October? I think it was October, sometime in October. Yeah, October 25th. So October 25th was the game. Was the date when the Gotham Knight is actually coming out, which is not bad. At least they have a release date. I was expecting a much later release, but it's releasing anyway. So I'm looking forward to that game. It's a good. I like the game. I know it's not. I know it's a 2-player co-op. Could have been a 4-player, would have been great, but it's a 2-player co-op. I don't mind. I don't mind at all. As far as the game is as good as the Arkham games, you know. And Warner Brothers did make Batman Arkham Origins, so I think they know what to do. The city looks more lively than ever. Batman Arkham games were like the city was dead. Nobody was there except the villains or enemies. So I'm like, at least there is somebody driving a car in the streets or something like that. So I think I would like that. Again, maybe things will change. Maybe the city will be dead after that. You never know. Maybe the Gotham police be like, you know what? Everybody leave the city. There's going to be heroes and villains in the game. In the city of Gotham. Oh, man. Yeah. Peter created Fable. Oh, Fable. Okay. I understand. Unfortunately, I have no experience with Fable. So, I know Fable. I did not play their games. So I have no idea about that. That's why I did not know. Again, as I said, I am very bad at remembering name of the games. So yeah. Black Adam delayed again. Oh, okay. I don't mind. To be honest, with Black Adam, I have no idea about Black Adam. I mean, I know that the movie's The Rock, Dwayne Johnson. I don't know about the character. I don't know much about DC anyway. But yeah, except the OG ones. But yeah, I don't mind Black Adam being delayed. That's not a big issue. Flash was also delayed. So not an issue. When it comes out whenever. Death Stranding was good. There was some frustrating spots but I never was bored playing. While playing it, story was good as well. Although I have to watch 2-3 videos on YouTube to understand it. Oh really? Yeah. So actually, I understood the game. I was so surprised that I understood the game. I was like, how? Because I could not understand Interstellar or Tenet, but I did understand. I had few doubts, so I cleared it out in YouTube videos, obviously. But I was able to understand 90% of it. I had a few doubts here and there, or more so 95% of it. I had a few doubts, very few, like some continuity problems that I had. But anyway, its story is so insane. I think when I see Death Stranding and when I see the story as a whole, the way it's presented, it reminds me of Christopher Nolan all the way. It just does. Tenet and Interstellar more so, or even Inception. It just reminds me of those movies. The way it, fucks your mind and perspective and all that stuff. That's how Christopher Nolan worked with his movies. Just reminded me of that. And Hideo, man, that's where Hideo shines, is the storytelling. The guy should make movies. I'm glad that there is a Kojima production movie studio thing. So I hope Kojima does make some movies. I mean, Kojima is the guy who directs the movie and stuff like that. So I hope that happens, because I think he can be another Christopher Nolan, if that makes any sense. Again, we never know. It's beyond imagination. Yeah, it's crazy. I have no idea how he came up with all that stuff. Jesus. As I said, I think like if he creates movies, I think it's gonna be another Christopher Nolan. Maybe a little bit more different, maybe towards the more sci-fi part of it. But Christopher Nolan was also more sci-fi. But yeah, I still believe that he can make some really good ones. He's a big fan of horror. So I hope I hope the next game that Kojima makes is a horror. That's what I hope. His side of horror, I think, is gonna be insane. So that's gonna be that. I'm just gonna go to the next question. Obviously, Ishan asked, "What is my favorite genre of gaming?" What genre of gaming I love the most? I think, I mean, I love single player games mostly, but the genre would be, I think, Jesus Christ, why am I? Yeah, adventure games. I think adventure games would be kind of my favorite genre. Action adventure / adventure would be my favorite genre, in my opinion. So I think that is pretty good. I really enjoy those kind of games. Adventure games are really awesome for me. There's a new indie game called, God damn it, I forgot the name. Little Orpheus. There's a new indie game called Little Orpheus that is delayed, unfortunately. That's an adventure game. I really love adventure game. Firewatch is a great adventure game. What Remains of Edith Finch was a great adventure game. So these adventure games really, if they have a good narration story, if they can, bring me towards the game or excite me towards the game, gifts like they have given me, or they are able to bring some interesting things in the game at the very beginning or something like that, I will really stay to the end. Doesn't really happen with much of the RPGs game for me. So RPGs not exactly work for me, or MMOs or all that stuff, or multiplayer. So I'm more into single player adventure sort of games. That's that. Death Stranding had boring gameplay but brainstorm blasting story. I don't. It's very subjective to me. I think like gameplay is not boring per se. I've played a lot of walking simulator games to that are really boring, in the sense like you literally don't do anything. And I think the best example for a boring gameplay, which is walking simulator, is Martha is Dead. It is boring in a way that you don't do anything. Walking simulators, and I see that this way, whereas walking simulators, as far as you're doing something, as you're walking, when you walk, you do something, you set something up, you create something, you do more things. As long as you're doing all of those, I think that walking simulator will not get boring. But in, for example, games like Martha is Dead, you only walked. You walked from one destination to the other, did one thing, which was, or maybe picking something up, something like that. That is your one objective that you do. Or finding something. You found something, you went back the same way you came from. That's boring. That I would say is boring. Where you just walked, you did nothing and walk. Whereas Death Stranding was, you did walk, yes, you did walk, you did ride a bike, you did go through a truck. You had mules to take care of, you had BTs to take care of, you had things to create, you have ladders to set, bridge to make, all those things. So many things to make. Eris, how's it going? Thank you for coming into the stream. I appreciate it. Have you seen Manas's Death? I have. Yes, I have. I have seen Manas's Death Stranding review. It's very funny, man. It's very funny. To be honest, if going back to the inspiration part, I think one of the major inspirations that I get on creating review videos would be Manas. Manas actually makes some really good review videos, so I'm very much impressed by his style of making review videos. I've talked with him on how he makes it and what goes through his head and all that stuff. And he was like, he just writes something that comes to his mind, and I'm like, all right, I'm gonna do that, I guess. So I've been doing that, what comes to my mind. And to be honest, I really enjoyed Martha is Dead review. So if you haven't checked it out already, Martha is Dead game review, you can actually check it out. It's like one of my latest videos. I really had fun making that video. But yeah, he is one of my inspirations on making a good review video. Girlfriend Reviews is another channel that I love watching. They also have a similar taste or similar style of videos as Manas does. But yeah, I watched the Manas's Death Stranding review, which is pretty funny. And we're getting the Zack Snyder of gaming. The Zack Snyder of gaming? I don't know what that would be, but yeah. I defined you because I saw you were live, but it didn't say because Discord was a but. yeah. I understand that. Yeah, it's unfortunate. So I don't stream usually here. I am not streaming on YouTube. I am just streaming today specifically. It's kind of a special stream, sort of. I'm planning to do more of that, like maybe every 2 months or something. But I just wanted to like some people had questions and I'm answering questions. If you guys have some more questions, you can actually put it out on chat as well. But basically answering some question, we'll be diving into WWE 2K22 a bit. So that's why I did the stream, not really streaming on YouTube as a regular thing. It's just a one-time thing for at least this month. Maybe next month I'll do another one. Edith Finch was phenomenal. I got into it with least expectation, but what a good story it was. Yeah, exactly. So if you say Edith Finch, even that game was a walking simulator. Even that game was a walking simulator. But you see how it doesn't get boring when you do things or when you see things, when there is a story going around that is interesting enough that it catches your attention. That was Edith Finch. That was Firewatch. Firewatch was complete walking simulator. If anybody has not played Firewatch, please do. It's a very good. If you liked Edith Finch, I think you'll like Firewatch. It's a complete walking simulator. You don't do anything most of the time. You do some things here and there, but it's a story. The voice acting is what drives the game completely. Every single time. That's what drives the game. And that's the reason why that game is very known or is successful. What the heck is Duck Duck Go? I have no comments. As I saw trending on Twitter that they were gone or dead. I'm like, what? Duck Duck Go? What is that? Is that supposed to be some emote on Twitch that is dead? I have no idea what that is. I didn't see that on trending on Twitter, so I have no idea because our trending is ridiculous. So I don't know. It could be because of one of those emotes maybe being taken away from Twitch, because Twitch does that. Twitch likes that. But yeah, going back to the questions again, I'll have this last question that somebody asked. It's Gamian, the Gamian. He asked me on YouTube saying, when you put a lot of efforts in videos and the views are so little, do you get discouraged or demotivated? If yes, how do you get back up and make videos again? A question. This is a question that I asked myself, or I kind of asked myself all the time, or it comes to me, or it gets me all the time, is the fact that when I make videos and I put so much effort into it and I get so less views and I get discouraged. It's such a bad feeling because I do get discouraged. It's very hard to not get discouraged. Like, for example, I made Martha is Dead. I've been talking about Martha is Dead. I made Martha is Dead game review. It only has 16 views. It's been 2 days, I think. Only 16 views, while the game news videos that I also put out has 150 plus views. And that video has 16 views. And I'm like, I had so much fun making that video, and that is the video that got less views. I got demotivated, yes, for sure. A lot of times I would think about, like, what am I doing? Is this right? Is this the right direction? All that stuff. And many a times, actually last year, like midway last year, I was very bad in this. I was so demotivated that many a times I would like about to delete my channel or about to delete or remove everything or get away from like internet or like go back to my old job and all that stuff. I was very much going to take those actions, but I did not because some people there's a guy called Heal Please Heal. He helped me out a little bit more, and there are other people as well who helped me out. And basically, I was able to see the right picture, and the right picture is it's a slow process. There's no such thing as overnight success. There's no such thing as you do X number of videos and you will become a YouTuber, a popular guy, famous guy. That's not what it is. And if that's the reason why it drives you into making videos, because you want to get popular, you want to get famous, you want to make money, I think that's not gonna work ever. If somebody has that mindset, it's just not gonna work. So I was like, so now my mindset is what I really want to make and what I want to showcase to whoever is watching. And for me, it was like giving them the most important thing. For me, it was giving them the news. For me, it was giving them my opinions about a game, because I love giving opinions, my own opinions, or share my opinions about a particular game to people. I just like that. So I enjoyed that so much that I was like, yeah, let's make that into a video. Sometimes it does not work. Sometimes I get less views, which is discouraging for sure, yes. But I'm trying to see the positive side of things, trying to see what didn't work, what did work. Again, sometimes video get less views because the topic is not much searched, or a lot of people are not looking for it, because YouTube is a place where you make videos that people are looking for and then people watch it. It's quite simple. If you have a video that people are actually looking for it, they will watch it. Maybe that was not it. Maybe that's why the video got less views. But it's not to think so much about one video, and just make sure that the next video you work on is something that you enjoyed and something that you feel is great when you watch it back. And I now am watching my videos back, which has really helped me, because I sometimes enjoy some of my videos, which is really fun, and those videos do good. Sometimes it doesn't do good. So it's one of those things. It's a process. It's a slow growth, and I like that slow growth, but I cannot let that thing get to my head. Sorry if I was rambling all this time. What's your favorite part of WWE 2K22? Oh man, I have played so less of it, and I'm sorry I'm not really immediately answering the question, but I have played so less of it. I have watched Heal Please Heal play it, I've watched other people play it. I played it myself. I think as of right now, me playing the game for 2 hours only, I think I like it. The presentation of the game is amazing. The entrances are very good. But favorite part, I think the favorite part would be the entrances of 2K22. That's my favorite part. Because in all the other WWE games, most of the time, like, I will get used to the entrances. But this game has some really good entrances, and the reason why is, well, lighting is one reason, but the most important reason is the camera movements. They make the entrance look so much better. And now I wanna see the entrances, it's so good, it's so cinematic. That's my favorite part of WWE 2K22 right now. And I think I actually enjoy the controls. I played one match and I really enjoyed it. So yeah, I think so. That's why. Another question. What's your favorite Star Wars movie? Ooh. I don't know what to pick, but I'm kind of confused between two movies of Star Wars. That is Episode 6 and Episode 3. Yeah. I like both of those movies a lot. There's some things I like in Episode 6 a lot more than Episode 3, and there's some things I like in Episode 3 than Episode 6. But if I had to pick one, I think I would pick Episode 6. I think it's a very good movie. Very amazing Star Wars movie. Everybody loves that movie. I know. It's like everybody's favorite anyway. But yeah, really cool. And that's my favorite. But I'm looking forward so much to Obi-Wan Kenobi's show. It's coming on May. I'm excited to watch what's happened with Obi-Wan after Darth Vader was born. It's going to be so fun. I think it's going to be mostly on Tatooine, but we'll see. Do some GTA 6 clickbait and instantly 1K views. I don't mind. To be honest, a lot of people have told me or suggested me, especially my friends, they have suggested me on what videos I should make. And like, even though they have never made a YouTube video once, they suggest me what videos to make. Their suggestions are usually to play PUBG Mobile with them, and they will have content because they're just having fun or whatever. Or do GTA 5 stuff or something like that. And I'm like, I don't enjoy those games. So I will only make something or make a video or play something that I enjoy. If I don't enjoy something, I'll just not, I don't care. I won't care making a video, and that video will be horrible. I've done that before. I did it once with Valorant. I hate that game. and I hated making that video. It was very hard to make it. And the video is whatever. I just did not like that game, but I still did it. I wanted to see if I can do it. I couldn't do it. I was very... I made... Like, that video... It made me sure that I hate those games, and if I hate something, I should not make it. Or should I make content about it? So... the games like GTA 5, I like it, but I don't like it so much that I'll go online and do something about it, like people do, because there's a lot of content that people make. I don't like PUBG at all, or Valorant, or majority of the multiplayer games. Maybe except Overwatch, or a few of the games are there that I don't hate exactly, but I don't like playing a lot of it. So again, for me, it was always like I love sharing news. I make a lot of news videos. Speaking of news video, in 15 minutes there will be a news video coming out in this very channel, so if you want to check it out, you can check it out. But yeah, there's news videos that I always create, review videos, trailer reactions is also something that's fun. So these three things I have really fun at, fun in working towards. So if there's something else that I like or have fun with, I'll do those. Like I create fan arts of shows or games. So I do that as well. I have not shared it on YouTube, I believe, so I'll start doing that a little bit more. But I've made one for Batman, one for Obi-Wan Kenobi, Elden Ring, and Horizon Forbidden West. Those are my latest ones. I've got back into it. Video editing is something I have fun. Sometimes if I'm in the mood to create a good video, which is very cinematic, I'll do that. I've done that before. Those are the fun things I do. And yeah, I sometimes like dancing as well. So I recently did that as well. Growth is slow, but you are putting up on channel. I'm sorry. Hold on. I cannot see, I guess. Growth is slow, but you are putting up on the channel really helpful and fun for people like me. I appreciate that. I really do. I appreciate you watching that. So Shubham, I really do. It's hard. It definitely is, but I am not here to quickly grow up. I mean, it's quite obvious. We see a lot of people who grow so much. We have seen a lot of YouTubers who have grown so much, or we have seen a lot of stars, like actors, blah, 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 blah. We always see a lot of people who grow so much, but we don't see how many years it took them to grow that far. And the most favorite example for that specific thing, the most favorite example that I can give, or the best example, and my favorite actually, is Mr. Beast. He is the prime example of this. And the reason why is because Mr. Beast was making his videos for 7 years. And in his 5th year, I think it's been like 8-9 years now. But he was making for 7 long years. And then he started gaining popularity or whatever. Or started getting more audience and stuff like that. Because he was doing, first of all, gaming videos a little bit. He was all over the place. He was doing gaming videos, some tech videos, some other kinds of videos. And he gained 1,000, 2,000, all that. But then when he finally reached out to be like, okay, this is the content I want to make. This is something that I have fun with. When he started doing that is when he started growing. Because he liked those type of videos. He liked doing that kind of thing. He wanted to help people and all that stuff. So he did that because he liked it. Once he started doing more of that, a lot more of that, then he started growing up. And now he's somewhere else. So people don't see the journey behind them. They just see the growth that happened. And they believe that's an overnight success, but it's never an overnight success. No success is overnight. None of it. Because what overnight success is what we see, what you see. There's 100%, 10,000 times hard work that has been done before that, which nobody sees. So, don't be a normie, and GTA 5 sim will ruin your life. GTA 5 sim. Yeah, I am not so much of a big fan of GTA 5 anyway, but it's fine. It's not a big deal. Okay, weird. Akshat, how's it going, man? Welcome on to the stream. Thank you so much for joining. Something that I was taking a look at here. Apparently, this is not the right bitrate. No, keep this away. But yeah, it's just quite simple. It's it's slow growth is all right. As far as I'm enjoying, as far as some people are watching and enjoying, that's all that matters. So with that being said, all the questions are done. If you guys have more questions about anything, you want to ask me something about anything, if it's mostly gaming related, that'd be great. But if you have anything else, you can do that, because I'll be switching to at least one or two matches of WWE 2K22 I'm gonna launch that game. I'm gonna showcase to you what's gonna happen or what the game has. The game is really good. It's a really step forward to to the previous WWE games. It's definitely a step forward. Good step forward, and I'm happy that they went in this situation. And I love that the game starts with a. Okay. I might need to mute some things. Hold on. The music is not gonna be there. No night is successful. It all becomes day. Okay. Oh my god. Okay. Hold on. All right. So let me go back. Let me go and switch to actual gameplay this time. To the game. The game has some copyright things, and I cannot play it on YouTube. Not at all. And I actually did a little bit. So, but yeah, I'll be switching back to WWE 2K22. The game finally came out, and I have no idea. Oh, it's in window mode. So that's the game. Look at that menu. That is a great menu. I love it. I need to full screen it, so I hope you guys can see it. I'm using controller because it's much better to use a controller in this game. What do you prefer primarily? Max Payne series remake or GTA 4 remake? Wow, good question. Oh wow, that's a good question actually. I actually do not know. It's very hard to answer that question, man. It is very hard to answer that question. Give me a moment. It's windowed, but I'm gonna play the game music anyway. It's very hard to be honest. I like GTA 4 is one of those games which is very underrated in a way. I really like that game. But in my opinion, since I love Max Payne a lot more, I think I like to see maybe a remake of Max Payne 4 would be nice. But I don't really want a remake, if that makes any sense. Like, I'm not so much looking forward to the remake of any of the older games. Maybe Prince of Persia, maybe not so. But if I have to pick one, I think I'll just go ahead with what I'm saying, Max Payne, because Max Payne has been really good. No, that's not what I want to do. But Max Payne has been really good. Yeah. So that would be my answer. Very hard to answer. I'm doing pretty good, Akshat. I hope you're doing well as well. I'm doing pretty good. Another question: did you watch the Chapati? I do not watch those bullshit stuff. But anyway, this is WWE 2K22. Look at the menu. The menu is actually a lot better this time around. It was not the menu like this in 2K19. 2K19 was very bright. 2K20 was not so great either. But this kind of menu is really good. I really like that. We have like real life renders. Before in the previous game, there were in-game renders of superstars. So I'm gonna go ahead and play one match real quickly, and I'm gonna show it to you like how amazing the game is. Actually, before we do that, let me give some volume to this. But yeah, I really like what it is. Yeah, I'm gonna keep this way. I'm excited for Knights of the Old Republic remake. Knights of the Old Republic. Oh yeah. Knights of the Old Republic. I'm looking forward to that one as well. Knights of the Old Republic. Did I hear any news about it? No, I did not. Never mind. Road Rash remake or Minesweeper IRL? What the hell? Road Rash remake, I guess. There has been Road Rash remake. Yeah. So this is the real life renders of like Rey Mysterio. If you guys are into WWE, if you have known WWE, you might know Rey Mysterio. But before in the previous games, they were not using real life renders or real life images. They were using in-game renders as images. Now they're using real life images, which is pretty good. So I'm gonna go ahead and select my favorite superstar in WWE, and that's Edge. He's the reason why I have long hair. Important question: Sly Cooper remake or Jack the Dexter remake? I have actually not played Sly Cooper or Jack the Dexter. Jack and Dexter, my bad. I have not played either of those games, so I cannot say what or whom. So yeah. Okay. So we're gonna play Kofi Kingston. I'm just randomly doing stuff. So we're gonna go ahead and select. Oh wow. Okay, they have 3 Raw Thunderdome. They have 3 Raw arenas. They've also added Thunderdome. It's a arena with what stupid arena anyway. Let me see what I can use. There's a lot of arenas in this game. Not a lot, but there's still a good amount. Let me see. I'm gonna go with this. Alright. So, just wanted to show you some of the really cool stuff that this game has. I'm gonna play the game. The gameplay is very good. So yeah. I made a video about Sly Cooper. So Sly Cooper, apparently there's a Sly Cooper remake happening for sure. Not for sure, but there's been very strong rumors the Sly Cooper remake is happening. So we'll see. You can barely hear the music. Sorry about that. But the entrances are really good. Look at that entrance, man. The camera work in this game is so much better than the previous game. And his entrance sucked in the previous game. This time, it's new and it's amazing. Obviously, the lighting is a lot better. But the entrances make the game.
Is scheduled for one fall, making his way to the ring from Toronto, Ontario, Canada.
Sorry.
Weighing in at 249 pounds, the rated R superstar, Edge.
Yeah, I've turned off commentary because I don't. Maybe I should have turned it on. The commentary in this game is a little bit better than the previous games, and it's really funny. Like the commentary is actually funny sometimes, which is very new. No, blow my mind in this. I miss the old Daniel Bryan versus Authority drama. Oh, that happened so long ago. But look at this entrance. Look at this camera angle. It has never happened before. Look at this dynamic movement of camera. It has never happened before. One of the reasons why this game looks very good.
From Ghana, West Africa, weighing in at 212 pounds, Kofi Kingston.
Like, this gives you a feeling that there is actually a cameraman, like, moving around, which is very cool. And, like, the entrances make this game. It's like, you would want to watch the entrances. And the quality, like, there's a depth of field, which I did not see in the previous game. And obviously, sound effects are not the very best, but it's very, all the entrances are very good. The entrances are phenomenal, but the camera angle in this game will look even better. Look at this camera angle right here. The match camera angle is so much better. Oh gosh, oh gosh. Yep. The controls are a little bit different in this game, which is which sucks. I've turned off the commentary. There you go. It got fucked. Yeah, I'm on YouTube, buddy. For today, please. Before I go into more of this, but how's it going, Heel? Welcome on in. Before I go into, I just have to pause this. I cannot do this. My favorite showcase was WWE 13's Attitude Era. 12 story mode was also great. Yeah, those are good stuff. Those are good stuff. But yeah, all this is very new. But yeah, I'm doing a special stream on YouTube. I'm not going to do this all the time, but I'm doing a special stream on YouTube, which is why it's it. I think the head is a lot better. I really like Edge's head. It's a lot better in this game. And he just blocked me from out of nowhere, which is very cool. I'm trying to... And like Heel is also another guy who has been playing this game. And it's a really good game. I gotta say. Oh, I forgot the controls already. I actually forgot the controls already. How do you dodge again? Well, R1 again. The game has a new control mechanics. I wanted to show it to you. This game is more focused on how a fighting game goes. So you have now light attacks and heavy attacks, as you can see over there. Light and heavy attacks are a thing now. You have combos. So you can have like 4 times light attacks will do a combo. And in the end, he will do one move. Or a combo of light, heavy, and light. And then he will do another combo, like a move. So it's a very interesting way of fighting. There's reversals, unlimited reversals. You can reverse unlimited amount of times. But there is a big difference. And that is if you have been beaten up a lot, you won't be able to do that much reversals. The grab is also pretty cool. A lot of things, very smooth transition into moves. Whatever you're seeing with all these moves, a very smooth transition actually. Not able to reverse here at all. Try. Not able to reverse at all. The only thing that I hate about is this. Oh my god. Wow. Oh well, Edge got beaten. It's fine. That was a dry match. Oh well. My cousin and I used to play 2K14 to death. Really. Just working on a video, so you'll be in the background. No problem. Not an issue. Not gonna be in here for too long. But I realized what I did is I hit the UI of the game, so I have no idea when the prompt comes in. So I need to get that first. But I got really bad in this one. Actually, so the reason I need to turn some of these on, but yeah. So basically, the main reason why I have this game is yeah, I know. The reason why I have this game is because I have this e-federation called G7 Wrestling, which has had 2 seasons so far. It's been streamed on Twitch only. It's a show. It's a kind of a custom or a custom-made show inside of this game, where we have WWE, where we have custom-made superstars based on some of the people who watch on Twitch or people who want to be a part of it. There'll be custom superstars made for them, and they will be in this universe of a show named G7 Wrestling, where there'll be storylines, matches, championships, all that stuff. So I'm going to be using this game for that, and that's why the UI is well off and all that stuff. I don't really play the game, but that's one of those things. But I actually I don't know much of the superstars, unfortunately. I don't want to play Roman Reigns. I might want to play Robert Roode, so let's go with Robert Roode, and this time really 2, 3, 4, 5. Really play the game with right prompts. But yeah, I'm gonna play another match. My bad. The loading is actually faster in this game. A bit faster. The previous games was very slow. No YWW game I used to play, but I remember that if we use the same combo every time, the HP or of the opponent increased. Oh my god. There's no music and only fans screaming. There's no music and only fans screaming. Glorious.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making his way to the ring, representing Dirty Dogs from Toronto, Ontario, Canada. Weighing in at 235 pounds, the glorious Robert Roode.
I think it was SmackDown. Here Comes the Pain. Yeah, I think so. But yeah, somebody else. But yeah, I think it was SmackDown. Here Comes the Pain. Streamer mode is basically turning off any music that is copyrighted. That is streamer mode. So if I do that in this game, all the music shut off. Almost all of it. Yeah, I'm done. Done. But yeah, that's a streamer. How's it going, Prantha? Welcome on in.
Y'all know what time it is. This the part where we crank it up. Let's crank it up.
The music is not there and it's so bad.
Over there, what's up? You feel me? Stand up and say what's up. What's up? What's up?
Yeah.
What's up?
It's quite true.
What's up? You can get
I have no comments on Robert Roode, which is not even, first of all, his name kind of, with Bobby Roode, and then he changed to Robert Roode.
What's up? See, I be skipping and jumping, leaving the competition. I make them disappear like your favorite mud chip.
What? The game has, yeah, there's a streamer mode. If you go to the audio section, there's a streamer mode mentioned. Ah! He hit the ref! What are you doing? Oh no, man. Oh no, man. That was so smooth. I like how the transition just went and I had no idea that it went from one... Oh my god, why am I not looking? I'm gonna be bad in this game, so do not say anything to me, okay? Okay? Do not say anything to me. I should dodge. Oh gosh. Switch. There you go. Oh my god, dude! Stop! Stop, dude. Oh, you cannot, yeah, grapples you cannot block or dodge. Oh, you can dodge, but you cannot block. Jeez, this guy, man. There you go. That was one combo, which is pretty cool. Ooh, he reversed it. What the hell? Thanks for coming in, man. I appreciate that. Thanks for hanging in. Something happened there you did not see. I will do more of this. Not gonna do every week, but maybe every month once. I like how everything is so well, like smoothly done, which is something really cool. Oh, that's fine. Did it happen, Glorious? Yes. Oh my god. Rude. It took so much time. What was that? What did I see? The signatures and stuff are so hard to do. Oh, it's hard to, my bad. Oh my god, no. Oh shit, I forgot. Oh shit, my bad. Not seeing the prompts at all. I'm done. I'm done for already. Now, who would this work on? Jericho on AEW because audience sings his entrance music. Yeah. It does. We will not talk about these two matches that you guys just saw, okay? We will not talk about them. We'll never talk about them. You can totally see that I'm super amazing in this game. God damn it. So hard, so bad. I've been always bad in this game. That's why I don't play it at all. Yeah. I actually played 2 matches earlier, but maybe it's like have like divided attention. That's why I'm not able to. But yeah, it's a pretty good game, good looking game overall. But for me, most of my work or most of my time will be going in creating stuff, which is what I'll be doing. But apart from that, I have not checked out my GM mode at all, which is a new mode in the game. There's a lot of save slot, but a new mode in the game,
You want to be a general manager for the
which is
greatest
interesting.
sports entertainment company in the world. I've been in this industry my whole
Okay.
life, seen many come and go, and now here you are taking your first step into the mix.
That's it.
Tell me, what are you looking for? Fame, glory,
He has to keep his mouth shut.
prestige? What kind of a general manager will you become? Have you thought about that?
I like how William Regal is not in WWE anymore.
Or maybe you'll rule your roster with an iron fist. Either way, one thing
Depends on
you
how-
need
yeah.
to do is make
I'll
impact.
pay. Shut up.
I didn't start my career in the WWE
Oh my
as a
God.
general manager like you are about to. I had to earn my spot through years and years.
You had to do a lot of stuff,
in
Stephanie.
this business. But
You did a lot of weird stuff,
still
Stephanie.
have so much to prove. You would not have been given this opportunity if we didn't see your potential. You must understand.
All right, that's all I'm gonna do. I'm not gonna do becoming a GM. So yeah, so we have William Regal in the game as. Oh, I thought it's just like Stephanie, Shane, Sonya, Adam Pearce. They fucking hate William Regal. Oh shit, this guy's not even in WWE at all. He's like in AEW now. So funny. But yeah, I can create a custom superstar, which apparently I cannot right now for some reason. I guess I need to create my first custom superstar to make a custom superstar. I don't know. But I'll take William Regal, hell yeah. But yeah, in GM mode, it's like you have different general managers who will give you different perks or cards. In this game, there's cards. So this one says, the first legend you sign this week will be free. So I can sign a free legend. The first legend I'll sign will be completely free. That's for William Regal. For Shane is Coast to Coast. His card is a GM interference booked this week will provide an additional +2 show bonus and be free to book this week. It's kind of like interesting like cards and buffs that you get from the cards, but I'm just gonna go with him. That's good. The brand you select will also have an ambition. So now we have like only 4 brands, which is kind of annoying because we could have like our own brand that we could have created, but it just tells you to create only or choose from only these 4 brands. I'll go with SmackDown for now. Or no, actually, I will go with NXT. Since this game does not have Paul Heyman, I'll go with the next best thing, and that is William Regal. Title matches booked for this week will receive oh, they also get cards. Will receive a large match rating boost. Okay. Opponent type AI human. GM opponent. Oh, so this is our opponent that we are kind of facing. Oh, okay. That is. Oh, this is based on AI stuff, right? If you have human, what happens? Okay, never mind. An opposing brand. I'll go with SmackDown with this guy. You have like a maximum of 50 weeks only to the minimum of 15, which is, well, it depends, but 50 weeks is still less. It's kind of like a year almost with 50 weeks. A lot of people had issues with this, like only a year, so less. Determines which superstars are available for drafting. Use custom to create your own hell yeah, custom, man. The method of drafting superstars either done manually by the players or done. Oh no, fuck, manual. So some settings. Just taking a look at these things. And that's it. Do I go back? Okay, start draft again. I'm trying to check out what this has, like what it is. With the GM mode. Each GM will start with a budget of to like $150,000. We'll take turns, 8 rounds. I've seen this shit. I'm thinking about your choices. Consider the role and class of your superstar. Your superstar can only play the role of a good guy with the green, bad guy. And check out the best matches. Speaking of matchups, you'd also want to pair with different classes with each other to get the best rating. Giants versus cruisers, bruisers versus fighters, specialists versus anyone. Why not bruisers versus bruisers? Is that another thing that happens? Just a weird concept. You'll find the goods and bads when you mix and match. Yeah, I know. A superstar star power will determine how will they draw crowds and viewers. Even if you book a bad match, fans will still wanna come pouring if the superstar has enough star power. Okay. I like how that's how Vince McMahon started, but I understand. Third season, if you can raise your superstar's popularity by putting them in a match doing promos or using power cards. But their matches will be rated, and the higher the star power will be. But don't overdo if superstars get tired too. Keep a close eye on their stamina. The lower it goes, the higher chance of injury. And now we get to draft superstars. This is based on. I like how there's recommendations which says Becky Lynch, Alexa Bliss, Charlotte Flair, and John Cena. It's quite obvious. But yeah, this is where you draft your superstars. You basically draft it and you go along with the show. And you have your show build with your money that you have and all that stuff. So that is a little bit of GM mode. I'm not going to go too much into it. Maybe I probably will draft a few superstars. I don't know. I do not know who I'll draft, but I'll probably go with, if I can find him. I don't know why Seth Rollins is not here at all. Why is he not here? Where's Seth? Am I missing something? Okay, there's no Seth Rollins. I don't see him in the first 10. There's Xavier Woods, but no Seth. Is this somewhere else? Now, is it that Seth Rollins has been taken by someone? I don't know. Nobody has picked the draft yet. How is Seth Rollins not there? Superstar info, recommend, help. So weird. Okay, I'm just gonna go with oh, he's a healer. I'm gonna go with
AJ Styles.
Jesus Christ. Okay, all your drafted superstars will appear over here. Make sure to keep an eye on the different types of superstars you draft. An ideal roster will have a good mix of males and females, good guys and bad guys. Yeah. Little lost.
Brock Lesnar.
SmackDown took Brock Lesnar. Obviously. I'm gonna just don't wanna pick him, but still I'm gonna pick John Cena. It's the second round. They pick Kyle O'Reilly.
Riley.
Interesting. Very interesting. Take Asuka.
Becky Lynch.
2 men, so 2 females, obviously. I need a bad guy persona. So Charlotte Flair.
Charlotte Flair.
Kevin Owens. Okay. So we have, how many people can we? Oh, we keep on going with the amount of budget we have. Okay. So I still have 1,70,000. I have not even taken a look at a budget. But yeah, basically this is how you draft and you start sort of going up. I think I'm gonna do this later on and not do anything at this point in time. I'm gonna probably do this sometime later and not right now, because I need to take a look at how all of that goes. There's also my Rise, which is like a career mode, and Showcase, which is like a showcase mode. In terms of Universe is what I'll be utilizing a lot more. If you guys want to join my Twitch, like I do a G7 wrestling show over there on Twitch, so that is going to happen maybe sometime in April. I'm not so sure, but that is how it's going to go. And that is where I'm going to utilize most of these. And you can see a very fun show that's going to happen there. But I'm going to utilize Universe mode for that. I might even do Showcase and maybe a little bit of my Rise or something like that. Maybe I'll make some videos about that in my channel about these. But I'll definitely be making a review video sometimes, hopefully next month. I'm not so sure. I'll definitely need a lot more time for this game. I don't want to go into Showcase yet. Showcase is like showcasing Rey Mysterio and his journey. And my Rise is just like my career mode. Make it superstar and you go ahead. I have not seen the Universe mode, which is quite interesting. Universe mode apparently has not changed at all, except there's a superstar mode, which I don't want. Except not having promos, which is great. Okay. Yeah, can we just... I know. What do you want? So weird that this game does not have promos. Universe mode doesn't have promos. I know this. So weird. Options, current playstyle, classic mode, superstar mode, classic mode. Got reaction, injuries, superstar, show intro, entrance, announce cash in, universe tutorials, whatever that is. But yeah, this is basically my universe mode. Make your own universe and go through it. Oh my god, why? I don't want. And tag teams. Apparently, this game must have some. Oh, these guys are there as tag teams. Nice. Zango is there. Taker and Kane. Nice. Oh wow, Heart Foundation. I like how these two girls are there. They're not in WWE anymore. There will be some people who are not in WWE anymore, but still there in the game. It's quite interesting. Oh, Outsiders. So cool. Arcade, bro. I like how these things are in the game. It's like the most updated roster in the game. I don't know about... Oh, they're attacking me. Yeah. Okay. I have not seen rivalries. Is it the same thing? Do we have 4 slots of active rivalries? Did we have 4 slots in the previous game? I don't know. Maybe we had. I don't think so much has changed. I think we had 3 slots in the last game. This now has added a 4th one, which is good. I hope there's like we can do a tag team. Can we do a tag team rivalry by any chance? We can do a tag team, but we cannot do more than one. More than 2 people. We can do a tag team. We cannot do more than 2 people. Same stuff. Same stuff. The game has not changed much in universe mode. Nothing has changed in universe mode. Yeah, overall the game is a pretty good looking game. Some of the things are the same. Some of the things are different. But I'll be spending a lot of time in this game to create a lot of different stuff, and that's what's gonna happen most of the time. So yeah, that's a little bit of WWE 2K22. I don't want to do a lot more in the game, obviously. But yeah, I'll be doing a lot more work with the game on creating basically a lot of superstars and arenas and championships and all that stuff, because as I said, as I talked about, it's WWE 2K22. I'm using that game to make my own G-Sen wrestling show, which is going to happen there. And it's going to have a lot of created superstars. So that's what's going to happen in that game. But with that being said, I think I'm not going to continue the live stream any more longer. I just wanted to answer some of your questions, showcase a little bit of WWE 2K22, talk about a little bit about the games that I've been playing and all that stuff. And yeah, that's all that there is. If you guys want to check out some more new content, obviously there's a new video that literally came out 20 minutes ago. A new video just came out about Skull and Bones. That game apparently is coming out next year. And Overwatch 2 finally having a beta. So you can check that video out by going to my channel and watching that video if you want to watch it. It's a news video. So definitely do check it out over there. Not Sasuke. Hey, how's it going? Welcome on in. You are just joining at the very late time. But I appreciate you joining anyways. But yeah, I appreciate you guys joining in. Again, if you guys want to check it out, check out more game reviews. This game, WWE 2K22 review, I'll definitely put out soon. Hopefully sooner. I cannot promise you by the end of this month, but I can promise you sometime in April is what I'm going to do. Not an issue, Sasuke. I'll do more of these streams later on. One-time streams, maybe per month or something. Or maybe alternate weeks, every 2 weeks or something like that, to talk with you guys and all that stuff, which would be fun. Like a very short stream, not too long. But yeah, that unfortunately will be it. I'll see you guys in the next video sometime next week. We'll be doing some more of that. And yeah, it's been fun. It's been fun talking about stuff and showcasing more interesting things. Expect a lot more news videos. Expect some review videos and few reactions if there's new game trailers coming out. But a lot more news videos to stay up to date to everything happening in the world with gaming. Subscribe. Turn on that notification. You will be able to see all the news that's happening around the world every single week, almost every single day even. So yeah. Anyway, thank you so much guys for joining. I'll see you guys next time. You guys have a good day. Have a good time. And yeah, thanks for joining in again. See you guys in the next one, in the next stream, and in the next video. Have a good day. Have a great day. Don't have a good day. Have a great day.